Taylor with Sea Turtle Inc. We are here today in our parking lot with a boatload of trucks that are all full of sea turtles as we get ready to release over 170 sea turtles back out into the Gulf of Mexico. If you are just tuning in and you have the opportunity to, I would highly suggest handing over to Cameron County Access 4 to join us as we make our way over there to get ready to release these turtles. But what's super cool for you guys is we're going to pop into some of the beds of our trucks. You guys are able to see our sea turtles. Here we have some of our partners. We have the U.S. Coast Guard with us, who are so graciously taking time out of their days to help us release some of these big guys, as you can see. And we're going to continue down the line so you guys can really just see how many trucks we have. We have all of our partners here. We have NOAA. We have more coasties. We have a handful of our game wardens as well. So this is just one of the many things that we're super excited about. I know we also have U.S. Fish and Wildlife, TBWD, game wardens, everything of the sorts. And this has just been a full team effort. We would not be able to see any of these sea turtles make it back out into the wild without the help from our partners. Now, what's absolutely crazy is these guys have been hanging out in our bathrooms for the last couple of days. And what I'm going to do is see if I can find one of our partners who is willing and able to answer a question with us today, as we love to have them out here. Hey, how are you?
Doing great.
Is this one of your first releases with us?
It is. I just got here this summer. I'm Officer Martinez with NOAA Fisheries.
That's so fun. Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
Have you ever handled a sea turtle before?
No, not a live one. No.
It's a different experience, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you greatly. You have fun. Stay safe. Stay warm. And we are going to continue on down the line and see if we can continue to find some more sea turtles in the bed of trucks so y'all are able to see them up close and personal. Now, if you guys are interested in assisting us with our cold stun sea turtles, you are able to head over to our website, do our Amazon wish list. You can also volunteer. Hi, Officer Dowdy. How are you today? That's good. So we have some more trucks here in the game warden's bed for us. You can see we have a handful going, and we are super excited. I have a couple of volunteers on site here as well who are going to be helping us bring all of these turtles out to the release. One of which is not only helping us drive cars with turtles in them, but have also made a point to make sure that they are out on their boat to help us bring these sea turtles in. So here with me, I have Brent. Brent, how are you today?
Doing great, thank you.
Brent, how many cold stuns have you helped us with?
9 this year, about 90 last year.
That's a lot of sea turtles.
Yeah.
Brent, do you go out on your boat or do you have foot patrol?
Boat.
Do you have fun when you're on the boat or is it cold?
It's a lot of work, but rewarding nevertheless.
It is super rewarding. Brent comes in. They are members here with us with his wife. They bring their family and the grandkids in. And every single one of us here, as you are aware, absolutely adores and loves your support from us. Do you have any fun stories about your cold stun experience helping us out?
No, but I would like to point out the turtle cruiser here.
He does indeed have a turtle cruiser here on site.
And Bev inside.
And then we have Bev, his wife, who is also super helpful as well.
She braves the cold too,
So again, it really is a team effort here on site. Again, we are releasing about 170 something sea turtles today at Cameron County Access 4. And we would not be able to do this without the help of our volunteers, all of our partners, TBWD, Fish and Wildlife, game wardens, Coast Guards, all of those people that spend time, those boat captains as well, that make their way out onto the bay that is super cold to help rescue these sea turtles with us. We are going to be releasing them today into the Gulf. Now, we are aware that there is another cold front that is coming in this upcoming weekend for the next week or so. And we are just trying to get these guys out for their best benefit into those warmer waters of the Gulf of Mexico. We are aware and we are very much so planning for that cold stun to hit us most likely early next week. So if you guys have the time, we were more than happy for you guys to help us volunteer. And we are going to make sure that we get those guys into our facility. Now, what's absolutely crazy, and I'm going to have Hannah show us, is going to be the hospital directly behind us. So this is going to be the world's largest enclosed sea turtle hospital. We are currently functioning out of a temporary hospital, and we did have our largest patient intake in 2024 with about 95 sea turtles. And that is something that our team just worked around the clock to help do. But these cold sunning events truly take 24/7 for however long it is. And with this new hospital, we are beyond excited as we are going to have a designated cold sun room, hint, hint. And it's going to make sure that we are able to bring these turtles in regardless of our operating hours. Yes, we can go see turtles inside the truck. So we're going to go right over to our turtle car here, and we're going to look at some of these turtles. Now, I know during our water testing yesterday, we were pit tagging, we were making sure those turtles were able to swim, and we had a handful of questions regarding the barnacles on turtles. Now, these barnacles are going to be something that they are going to clean off of themselves, which is known as grooming. They'll rub up against hard objects like rocks or shells to clear those off. Now, they do come on just because those turtles are pretty stagnant, floating in the water, kind of on the ground level of the water. But our team is going to be able to pop those off to ensure that those turtles are being released. So you'll see that some might have some on, but like this one right here, we had a handful of barnacles that we were able to safely remove. So these guys only worry now once they get into the water is to get right out. Each one of these turtles is pit tagged. And so that is so that when we are releasing these sea turtles, if they restrand from an injury or during another cold sun event, we're able to ID them. Now, I believe our caravan will be leaving here in a couple of minutes, so I'm just going to kind of recap what we are doing here. We are getting ready to release about 170 or so cold stunned sea turtles that came into our facility over the weekend. This is something that we expect to happen every single year, and we just absolutely love taking the time to make sure these guys are protected. Our team works around the clock to bring these in from all the way up from the north point of our island down to the Rio Grande River. It's about 50 miles of coastline, and again, it is just an absolute team effort. I believe I've counted about 20 cars, which is a pretty high number. Now, behind my camera, I am going to interview my little camera woman here. This is Hannah. She is one of our education specialists here, and this is her first cold sunning event with us. Hannah, how is your first cold sunning event going?
I absolutely have been loving it. Getting to be able to help rescue all of these sea turtles has been a dream come true. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting to release today.
Awesome. We are so excited that you are here. Hannah joined us as an intern. For those of y'all that might not have seen us during our other lives, we do have an internship program that runs from April through August, and you're able to help out in our conservation, medical care, and applied research conservation team. And it's just super great being able to help educate all of them. And as you can see, we are gearing up. We have Dr. Bonka, who is talking to all of our truck drivers to make sure that we are able to get all of these turtles onto the beach. Hey, Dr. Bonka, you're doing great. And we are almost there, I believe. I think we are ready to roll out. So what's super awesome for you guys is we're going to hand it over to Anaí, our bilingual educator. And Anaí is going to take over at the beach where we probably have hundreds of people patiently waiting for these sea turtles to arrive. So Anaí, how is it going over on the beach side?
Hello, everyone. Hi, Taylor. How you doing,
Anaí,
Taylor?
how's it going?
Nice. Well, as you can clearly see
Awesome.
behind me,
excited.
there are several
what I'm
people
gonna do,
here
Anaí,
ready to go see these sea turtles get released. Everyone's super excited. We're very excited to be able to say goodbye to our patients. Everyone, are you ready to see some turtles?
All right, Anaí, I'm going to hand it over, and I'm going to see you in a couple of minutes, okay? I got to hop in the truck, and I'll see you in about 5.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to send you off so we can go ahead and try to get some of these folks talking. Alrighty, so let's go learn a little bit more about the people that have come here to visit us today. Alrighty, so I've been kind of eyeing a group of people. Let's go ahead and talk to them over here. Alrighty. Hello. So I'm gonna get down here so we can be face to face. So can you just tell me a little bit more about, how you heard about us and how you're feeling about seeing some turtles today?
Well, we're on vacation right now. We're from Minnesota, so our whoever we Airbnb'd from, they actually what's going on today. So we came, never seen sea turtles before, so we're very excited.
I was just about to ask you if you've ever seen a sea turtle before. Have you ever seen a turtle in general before?
Yeah.
I bet you the turtles are going to be seeing a sea turtle today. But yeah, we're definitely going to see a lot more sea turtles. We're definitely going to see close to about 170. So everybody, y'all, we would come down for vacation. Definitely a lot warmer than Minnesota. Yeah. All right, let's try to talk to some other folks. So how are y'all doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So can y'all tell me a little bit more about y'all, where y'all coming from and how you heard about us?
We're from Boone, Iowa.
Uh-huh.
We just happened to be down here, stopped at the Sea Turtle Inc. this morning, and they said there was a release, and we're like, awesome. It's great timing for us. So we've never experienced this, and we're looking forward to it.
Nice. So have y'all ever seen a sea turtle before?
I think in an aquarium, probably. Yeah.
So not like out in the wild? Oh, well, after today, you'll definitely be able to see those sea turtles. Well, yeah, we're very excited to have y'all, and thank you for coming down to see our sea turtles. So first of all, if you're just joining us, let me kind of remind you what's happening. So we are Sea Turtle Inc., and we're going to release some of our cold stun turtles. So you might not know exactly what that means. We're going to hear that term on and on today. So cold stun really means a sea turtle that is going to have, stranded due to the waters of mostly the Laguna Madre Bay dropping below 50 degrees. And when that happens, these turtles, because they're cold-blooded, will kind of stun and float up to the water and then need to be rescued. They're going to be kept indoors until the water becomes a little bit warmer, which is today. So we're actually, if you see behind me, in the Gulf side. So why are we releasing our turtles here? This is because in the Gulf side, the Gulf of Mexico, as you can imagine, is quite big compared to the Laguna Madre. So it's actually going to retain heat a lot better than the Laguna Madre will. That is that when we release these sea turtles today, they're actually going to have that warmer water, whereas versus if we release them out in Laguna Madre, they would just cold stun again, specifically also because we have another cold front coming in this weekend. So we want to make sure that those turtles have a chance to go out and venture on to warmer waters instead of staying here and just cold stunning again. So let's go ahead and talk to some other folks. Let's head back. Yeah, let's go out down this way. So if you're just tuning in, make sure you're also saying where you're watching from down below. And if at any point you have any questions, also put them down in the comments. We'll do our very best to answer those as they come. But we're very excited that you're able to come and tuning in, even if it is virtually. So hi guys, how are y'all doing? Good. Are y'all excited to see some turtles today? Very excited to see the turtles. So can you tell me a little bit more about, kind of where you're coming from and kind of how you got to hear about us?
I heard about you at the bar.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay. Thank you for supporting South Padre Island businesses.
Del Lobo Lamar, Lobo Lamar. That's where we ran into some folks from Minnesota, and they said, "Hey, they're releasing turtles today." So we came.
Yeah, Minnesota folk, I believe, are very friendly. We have lots of Minnesota folk within our staff as well as our volunteers. So, question: have any of y'all ever seen a sea turtle before?
Yes, I have seen a sea turtle.
Oh, do you care to share that story?
We got to go and watch them lay eggs down in Costa Rica. So that was a pretty exciting experience.
Wow. You're actually the first person I've interviewed before that has actually had that opportunity. That is so cool. Well,
very regulated and very much done on behalf of the turtles' privacy and respect for the turtles. So, yeah, it was an experience I'll never forget.
So thank you so much, I must say, for being a constant supporter of conservation. And I'm glad that y'all were able to come out here and just support either it is like learning. I always remind people the first step in learning how to protect something is by learning a little more about what you're trying to protect. So thank you just for being open to learning and for sharing with us an incredible story. That is very cool.
Very exciting to be here. We were so excited when the people we were sitting next to told us about it, and it was like at 3 o'clock, and we go, we're out of here. We're going.
Well, y'all got here right in time. Yeah, we're gonna release those turtles once they get here. We're just transporting them in the meantime. But thank y'all so much. Let's go back that way and see if we could talk to some other folk and hear about their interesting stories. So that's a great mention to how you can continue to support sea turtle conservation. So like they already gave examples, first learning, even whether it is tuning into these virtuals like these or visiting us on site, from 10 to 4 every day, except Monday is going to be a great opportunity to be able to do that. Now, we are going to be open every day except Monday. That is the day that we have to do maintenance. But any other time, you can go ahead and come on to visit us and learn a little bit more about our facility. So let's go ahead and ask some questions to these really nice folk. So how are you all doing today? Good. Oh, yeah, definitely. You and me both, girl. Now, can you share with me a little bit more about your story and how you got to be here today?
We're from North Dakota, and we came down for warm weather.
It's warm weather.
We see this on Facebook about the turtles, so we wanted to come watch.
Oh, nice. Have you been following us on Facebook for quite a time?
Mm-hmm. So 3 years.
So you probably are familiar with Cold Stun events. Is this the first one you attend in person?
Yeah, this is our first time.
Oh, well, I'm so glad that I love meeting people that have been following us on Facebook for so long, and they're like, we know all about you. So just thank you for supporting us virtually from, where did you say that you're from again?
North Dakota.
North Dakota. That's quite north from here.
Yes, it is.
Well, welcome to South Texas and our warm weather.
Yes, it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming. Thank y'all. Okay, let's try to talk to some youngins now. Hi, guys. How are y'all doing?
Good.
What are y'all's names?
Ryan. Jace.
Are y'all excited to see some turtles today?
Yeah. I want to see some turtles.
Me too.
Have y'all ever seen some turtles before?
No, I've never seen sea turtles. Maybe.
I see a little dolphin right there. That's cute. Yeah, hold on. We'll give it some warmth so it doesn't get cold today like we are. But we're very excited y'all are here to come learn some sea turtles. Hello. Hi, guys. Hi. So, are y'all excited to see some turtles today?
Yes.
Where are y'all coming from? Iowa?
Yeah.
No, that's pretty far north. Yeah, it's coming down for vacation?
2 months for the winter getaway.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah, it's oh, wow. No, yeah, it's definitely a lot warmer here. Yeah. Is this y'all's first time seeing a sea turtle?
No, we were here last year when you had 900 to release. So
Oh, wow. Yes. No, for those who are not familiar, we did release over 900 turtles last year. So that was going to be quite a much bigger event than what we're going to have here today. Today, it's going to be roughly about 170 turtles, but it is still considered quite a big event because just for scale, usually what's considered a big event is 100 sea turtles or more. And although this isn't the biggest one we've had, it is still a significant volume of sea turtles to release all at once into the Gulf. So I'm so glad you were able to come last year. Yeah, last year was quite a bit of sea turtles. And then the year before that, we also had about a lot. Back in 2021, we had about 5,546 turtles that we rescued. And then we released about half of those, which is even bigger. Yeah, but thank you so much for your support and for coming here today.
we love Turtle Inc. It's a good place to donate all your money.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, man. Yeah. So she gives me a great transition into the different ways you can continue to help us. So like I said, come into the facility, come learn, come volunteer. As long as you're 16 years or older, you can volunteer at our facility. We have a volunteering program as well as an adult program, which you can continue to learn, giving back to the community, as well as being part of a very diverse, very amazing team of volunteers. Now, another way you can help, volunteer information down in the comments. That way you can just click on our website, read about the requirements, and then apply and get the application process started. Now, of course, another way you can help is also by donating. Our information is going to be down below in the comments. You can either shop at a gift shop or adopt your own sea turtle. Now, I do have to say you don't get to take those turtles home, but that money goes directly towards our turtles here. If you imagine, these turtles don't have any money, so it goes directly towards their bill. And although you don't get to take the turtle home, you do get to take a backpack full of goodies. That way you do remember the turtle as was your very, very important contribution. So let's go ahead and keep on talking to some folks and see who else I can educate. Hello there. Hello. Are you excited to see some turtles today?
I am. Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit more about where you're coming from and kind of how you heard about this event today?
Well, I kind of halfway grew up here because I spent all the summers down here when I was growing up because all my relatives were from Brownsville.
Oh, yeah, Brownsville.
And I live in Wimberley, Texas, in central Texas now. And I come down every winter to get out of the cedar allergies.
Oh, yeah. I lived in Central Texas for a while. I know exactly what you're talking about. Is this the first time you come to see a release in person?
No, I've seen the baby turtles before in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is your first time you've seen a grown-up sea turtle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I caught one before by accident. It was in the shell, and I prayed it would come off before I, because I was trying to get it off. It got off. It was scary.
So that's a great segue into kind of me talking about the different ways that what you can do in that situation. So thank you so much, and thank you for talking to me. So that's it. Like I said, it's a great way to. It's a great chance to talk about what to do if you're ever in her case where you do find a sea turtle and you're not aware of what to do. So what happens is if you do hook in these sea turtles or you see one stranded at the beach or you see one stranded at the jetties, please make sure you report it to us right away. Even if these sea turtles look perfectly healthy on the outside, you never know what's happening inside that sea turtle. So call and report it to Sea Turtle Inc. right away. Now, if you need an extra incentive to do that, my friends, if you rescue a sea turtle and it becomes a patient with us, you, my friends, get to name it. My favorite patient was named Quarter Pounder with Cheese. So you can name your sea turtles silly names, which is always a really fun thing to see within our temporary hospital. All right, I do see our CEO, Wendy. So let's go ahead and chat with her just for a bit. How are you doing?
Well, it's a busy day on South Padre Island, and of course, it's West Coast. But the sea turtles don't matter. They don't mind. It's just us. So we are very close to starting. If you probably saw way down the distance, we have about 25 fully loaded trucks with 175 sea turtles in them coming up the beach now. So despite the rain, we've got hundreds of people that have joined us here today. So, we're at this point really excited that we have, I don't have the exact number yet, but somewhere around 175 that we're ready to go and get out the door today. And then we will tirelessly work tonight and all day tomorrow because we have another cold system coming in Sunday night and we expect another cold stunt early next week. So this is a challenging time of year for us. But as I'm sure you've seen, there's a sea of sea turtle volunteer vests and staff here. We feel very supported by the community and are excited. This is a big body of work. A lot of organizations don't release this many all at one time for the public, but we do it because it's so important and it's just an opportunity that you just can't get anywhere else. So if you're not on South Padre Island today to watch this, I'm excited that you get to join us online and to see the experience online. Ask questions and I'll be ready to answer them. We're probably going to be here dialed in for maybe 20 or 25 minutes. So the process takes as long as it takes, and we'll take you along for the ride as we go. I did go ahead and tell the people watching that it's possible you'll come up and quiz them, so they're ready if that happens. And that's my call down there to go meet those trucks. So we're ready to get started.
Yay! Well, thank you, Wendy. As you can see, she's going off to go command those trucks, which are all carrying our sea turtles. So let's go. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead. Wendy reminded me of some great thing that I'm going to go ahead and quiz some of these people. Let's see if they know one simple question, which is, how many species of sea turtles exist here in the Gulf of Mexico? If you don't want to guess the answer, comment down below. I'm going to go ahead and try to interview a few people here, see how much they know about turtle knowledge. Let's get going. All right, but before I do that, I'm actually going to bring Carlos in.
Hello, Anai. Hi, nice to see you. Are you guys excited?
YouTube. We are very excited. We're down here. We're going to release quite a bit of sea turtles. As you can see behind me, there we have our trucks all getting organized and ready to go.
I'm asking people where they're watching us from or if they have any questions. So as soon as I get a question, I will go ahead and send it your way. But do you have any questions that you want to go ahead and ask our audience?
There we go.
Okay.
Say hi to our educators. But yes, Carlos, go ahead. And if you let me know, yes, if you have any questions, go ahead and just let me know. Woo! As you can see, our first trucks are getting in line to get ready to release our patients. So we're going to try to go ahead and get a bit of a close-up. We're going to let them get a minute to get situated. Okay. In the meantime, let's try to ask a few people about our golden question. Alrighty, so we're going to stand right here. Alrighty, so let's try to. So just for those tuning in, once again, we are releasing our cold stun turtles that were gathered over the last couple of days here at South Padre Island due to a cold front that lowered our bay waters below 50 degrees. Now, these turtles have been brought in, rescued, intake for the last couple of days, and they are now ready to go back out into the ocean, of course, to warmer waters. So like we mentioned earlier, if you have any questions, comment down below. And we'll answer those as we go. So how many turtles are being released? So we do have close to about 170 sea turtles. Yeah, we have about 170. Thank you for asking that question. All righty. Can we see our first turtle being released? Let's see our staff. You can see that we're seeing our staff walking into the water. Now, these are going to be cold waters, but not cold enough to re-stun them. And they're going to be much warmer than what they would encounter if we had released them today out in the bay. So you can see we're seeing lots of large sea turtles, although the great news is that we do not have quite a bit of large ones as we did last year compared to last year. We actually quite have more smaller, younger sea turtles. So these are all fun. There we go. We're seeing them dropping them in and then coming back out to grab more sea turtles. There we go. Now you do see between our staff member lots of our volunteers. These volunteers have helped us with either bringing these sea turtles in, cleaning them, as well as helping staff educate and keep our facility open so that we can continue to bring money. So we can continue to bring this money so we can continue to protect these sea turtles. So thank y'all for all of the support that you do, whether you do virtually. And again, we are our temperatures are going to continue to drop within this weekend. So this is a great opportunity to donate, whether it is buying things in our gift shop or even adopting our current patients and residents so that we can continue to take care of them. Alrighty, there goes the last turtle in this amount of trucks. I'm going to try to see if we can get a little closer. So some of y'all might be wondering why we don't get into the water. So as we approach this water, our connection might destabilize and we might drop y'all. So we want to get y'all as close as possible without being able to drop our signal. We will do our very best to make sure you get a good view of these turtles going in. Alright, it seems these trucks are all empty and are going back. And we have our new set of trucks coming in. Okay, here we go. Here comes these new trucks. All right, we're going to try to get a close up. Okay, we're going to. Alrighty, so as you can see, they're going to go ahead and count these sea turtles so that we are aware of how many we release. And these seem to be more large sea turtles. As you can see, anyone wearing turquoise is going to be our staff members. This includes a mixture of staff members. We have people from animal care specialists, education. All of our staff has just amazing support throughout this weekend and is now helping us send them off. In addition, you will see people wearing these blue vests. These are going to be wonderful volunteers, and we couldn't do what we do without them. And they're coming in and helping us out with this final step of releasing the sea turtles. We see several big sea turtles. So some of y'all might be wondering what type of sea turtles these are. These are going to be Atlantic green sea turtles. There we go. Here we go. Carrying another sea turtle. Alrighty. Here we have our Chief Conservation Officer, Dr. Bronca. You can see a little turtle back there. This turtle's ready to go back out. Okay, I'm going to step back once again to make sure that everyone's able to take out these turtles. There we go. Seems like they're getting ready. There we go. We see our educator, Taylor and Kevin, both take that sea turtle back out to the ocean. Now, we did have several people here in our community that helped us out in various ways that are not volunteers or staff members. And these people went out to help us with collecting these sea turtles before they stranded on the shore and stay on the boat. These are Coast Guard, who are we're very thankful to have been able to continuously provide support throughout several different Cold Stun events. And we're showing the support by allowing them to release the same patients that they brought in. Alrighty, seems like these trucks are all empty, and we're going to send 2 new trucks.
So now if you're just tuning in, let's go ahead and review a little bit more about the very exciting work that's happening right now. So these turtles that are being released are going to be cold front patients or brought in over the last couple of days. Your crowd is very excited. Now these turtles are now all ready to go back out into the ocean. Now okay, we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves situated so we can go ahead and see some of these turtles. Now these turtles are going to be released in the Gulf side and not in our bay. Here we go. We see our staff members as well as the volunteers. Go ahead and line up. And Dr. Amy, which is our conservation chief officer, is going to go ahead and give everyone further instructions on how to handle these sea turtles so that they can make it into the frigid waters that are going to be a lot warmer than our Laguna Madre Bay. So we're going to try to get you all a little bit closer.
I need 2 people.
All right, you can see them carrying off that big turtle with the instruction of Dr. Amy.
2 more people. See, and lift off. There goes the last turtle in this truck. Now these are going to once again be Atlantic green sea turtles. And you can see them go off. Alrighty, guys. So like I mentioned earlier, if you have any questions, please put them down below in the comments. We'll do our very best to answer any which you might have. But once these turtles go out into the Gulf, some of y'all might be wondering what exactly happens from there. So once these turtles go into the Gulf, they're going to continually follow these warmer waters. Now, as the temperatures drop back again this weekend, we hope that most of these sea turtles are going to be able to make it as far out into the Gulf, and they won't be affected by the continuous cold front that we'll have this weekend. But we are going to go right back into cold sun mode. So you can continue to support us in many ways. By donating is going to be a great way to support us as we continue to prepare for our possible second event. Alrighty, so as you can see, these trucks are empty and they're now getting back in line. And we have our new trucks coming in with our new turtles. Woo! All right, let's try to get a close-up look. All right, as you can see, staff are once again going to go ahead and line up. As you can see, our staff and volunteers are doing a great job. Now, if you want to know who's who, if they're wearing a turquoise outwear like they are, those are going to be staff. And if they're wearing a vest, is going to be a volunteer. You see Dr. Amy's once again instructing them in how to properly hold these sea turtles. They appear to be much smaller this time. So these sea turtles are still going to be considered what we call juveniles. Thank you, Taylor, for getting us a close up. Say hi to Turtle Taylor. So like I said, these are going to be considered juveniles. They're still growing. They're still quite small. This is not as big as they're going to get. And we're very hopeful that these sea turtles go out to the ocean, continue to munch in that seagrass, and will grow into fuller adults. That's Nick. Woo! This is Greg. So as a reminder, we're going to be releasing close to 175 green sea turtles today with 1 hawksbill. No problem. Here we go. Wait, Steve.
Yep.
Yeah, see, all these smaller sea turtles were still part of the cold stun. Even our bigger sea turtles will get affected as well, but particularly we do see lots of the younger sea turtles as they're the most common size as well as species that we see within our Laguna Madre Bay. And the reason is because we have quite a lot of its food. Aquatic green sea turtles are herbivores, meaning they love to eat seaweed and seagrass. So they will go into our bay to continuously munch on that while they grow. But because the bay is quite shallow, the temperatures will drop drastically, affecting these younger sea turtles and pushing them into what we call this cold stunned mode. All right, we can see we have 2 new trucks pulling up. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go around. Alrighty, as you can see, we're trying to get you all a close-up on the sea turtles that we have in this truck. Dr. Amy's counting them before we go ahead and release them so we can continue a track of how many sea turtles are being released. That was Anita, our volunteer. So I want to take this moment to go ahead and thank our partners. But it is our Coast Guard that have continuously helped us out this weekend. As well as SpaceX, who has helped us out with patrols. As well as the British. Thank you all so much for the continuous support that you do. So it's not only this weekend, but the continuous the past year, all the support that you're able to contribute. We want to thank you all so much. And of course, these people are being thanked in the form of releasing some of our patients. So now you might be wondering exactly how much effort did it take to get all these sea turtles all better over the last couple of days. So this was going to be considered a big event. So these sea turtles were all stored in our facility for the last couple of days. And each turtle that you're looking at had to be tagged. We had to have a form. They were hand measured by our staff. And that was only when they were still cold stunned. The next day, they woke up. And of course, they were quite confused about where they were. And in the process, of course, they are going to need to be cleaned up as well as debarnacled. And that's going to be quite a lot to do considering we had close to about 200 sea turtles brought into sea turtling over just a few days. Now, all of that is going to require lots of supplies, whether it is need to make sure their eyes don't burn out, measuring tape. All of these supplies are going to be very important for cold stun events, and we can continue to help us continue to buy these supplies through donations, especially as we have another potential cold stun coming in this weekend. As you can see, we're getting our last few turtles in. We will continue to monitor the temperature this coming week, and we are ready to respond. You can see we're going to bring in more trucks. As you can see, we're going to have truck after truck coming in. So I want to thank everyone's patience for just being able to tune in and helping us see these sea turtles go back into the ocean, which is definitely just such an overwhelming amount of excitement as we see these patients that have been with us for the last couple of days. Alrighty, let's go try to give you all a close-up. Already seems to be most of this truck is going to be juvenile young sea turtles. As you can see, Amy is going to continue to instruct our hardworking staff and volunteers. As a reminder, these are going to be cold stun sea turtles. Stay right there. Seem like we're getting a few sea turtles out of there in the back. We see Nick once again coming in with a turtle. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Carlos. He has a question for me.
Yes. So one of the questions that I have from the public is the volunteering full time or just for the Cold Stun event?
So volunteering is going to be open year-round at our facility. You can volunteer on site through our education department. That is kind of like the first step to get you into the doors. As you continue to work within our organization, you'll get different optimal care force, which is once you have 40 hours within 1 year, you'll help us make sure that our turtles are getting the best care by being an aid to our animal care specialists. Go ahead.
So I have another question, and the question is, why are we releasing them now if the little turtles are going into the freezing water in this area? Can you explain to the public as to why we're releasing on the beach right now?
Of course. So these small sea turtles are going into the beach for one main reason. The water in our Laguna Madre Bay is going to be quite cold and unstable. So the Gulf of Mexico, because it's bigger, is going to be able to retain its heat much longer and better than the shallow Laguna Madre Bay. So as such, these turtles are being released into the Gulf and being picked up from the bay. If we were to release these sea turtles today into the bay, as we usually do year-round, they will just get cold stunned. So we want to make sure that these smaller sea turtles have a chance instead to swim out into the Gulf into warmer weathers instead of just re-swimming into the Laguna and just getting cold stunned. That's a nice question. Thank you. So as you can see, we're getting the last batch of sea turtles. It seems to be another batch of young juveniles. As you can see, Hannah, our educator, is going off with a small green. Seems like this truck is empty. Let's try to go along to the next one. Just keep swimming. Ooh, another batch of juveniles. Alrighty, it seems to be the last set. This is gonna be the second to last truck. So you can see you're gonna be small little sea turtles. They're only a few years old. No one gets left behind. There we go. As you can see, these little sea turtles are flapping as soon as they get the picked up. They're excited to hear the waves. They are ready to get back into the warmer waters.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's it. I don't know.
Oh, I'm so excited. We're pulling up to the last truck now. It is a little bittersweet to see these sea turtles go back to the ocean, but we want them out there so they can continue to grow and become bigger sea turtles. So I have a fun fact for you. Well, depends on what you consider fun, but unfortunately, only 1 in every 1,000 sea turtles makes it to adulthood. So that is why it's very important that these young juveniles get a chance to go out in their Gulf so that they can then continue to grow and become full-grown adult sea turtles. Then we hope that then return here and then reproduce or throughout in any area of the U.S. and continue to lay these nests. So last turtle, everyone. Last turtle. Say bye to this one, guy. Thank y'all so much for for giving us your support and tuning into our virtual. Like I said, the many different ways you can, give back to us is going to be through tuning into these virtuals, coming on site to visit, whether it is shopping online in our gift shop, as well as even if it is just adopting one of our sea turtles. It all goes back into our community and to our organization and making sure that we are creating an ocean full of thriving sea turtle species. Oh, we're going to watch this last sea turtle go back into the ocean. You can see our last staff member plays the sea turtle in. Okay, there we go. And they're about to drop that sea turtle. You can see our staff are all going to be quite wet from coming back from the ocean. They're quite hardworking bunch. Our staff, our volunteers, we're so thankful for all the support that we get from so many people to continue to help with our mission. And with that, there we have it, everyone. So as you all saw, we have a large support. Everyone's super excited and thankful that we were able to release close to 170 sea turtles today. The community came out to support us. You all tuned in virtually. We want to say thank you. We couldn't do what we do without you. And just being able to learn about the sea turtles is a great first step. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you all so much, and I hope everyone has a great day. Bye, everyone.